counted the bill pay collection. And these people in here, these 10 people are Vodafone and bill pay customers. So actually this probability here, this minus this probability here, and I'm just going to move this over, the probability that X is Vodafone and X is bill pay, we could calculate it by directly going to the contingency table. Okay, by directly going to the contingency table, Vodafone and bill pay is where these two columns intersect, which is right here, which would be 10 chances out of 100. So let's just keep that in mind, that that's actually 10 chances out of 100 from the contingency table. Okay, from the contingency table. But there is another way to do it. Okay, we can calculate this joint event, okay, by looking at the multiplication rule. The multiplication rule says the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B. Or the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B given A when they're dependent. Okay, so we don't know whether they're dependent or independent. We could test it. Okay, we could test to see whether they're dependent or independent. Yeah, and the way to do that is to calculate both of these. Okay, both of these probabilities. Okay, just the probability of A times the probability of B, which are two, let's say, marginal probabilities, and then to calculate this conditional probability, and if they're equal, well then we know they're independent. But what we'll do is we'll just use this rule here. Okay? So I have now that the probability of X being Vodafone and X being bill pay, because if they are independent, this rule will reduce down to the independent one, if that makes sense. So I'm going to rewrite this. This is equal to the probability that they're Vodafone times, because that's the A piece, times the probability that their bill pay knowing that they were Vodafone, if that makes sense. Okay, that's what I want to calculate, which is straightforward enough, because the probability that they're Vodafone is 20 chances in 100. Let's write that down. So it's 20 chances out of 100 times the probability that their bill pay knowing that they're Vodafone. Well, let's have a look at them. So, whoops, back to my contingency table. So where the hell are these? So I have to calculate what's the probability that their bill pay knowing that they're Vodafone. Well, here you go. The Vodafone, I know that they're Vodafone, so I know that they must be in this particular section here. So that's where I need to look for them. And now the question is, knowing that they're in here, what's the chances that they're bill pay? Well, there's 20 people in here, and the 10 of them are bill pay, so we have 10 chances out of 20. So this probability here works out at 10 chances out of 20. Okay, and you can actually see that these two cancel here. Okay, these two cancel, which leaves us with 10 chances out of 100, which does agree with the contingency table. What the contingency table has said what we should get. So in total now we have that the answer in this case, okay, is that the probability of X being Vodafone or X being bill pay is equal to, all the way down, it's 20 over 100 plus 30 over 100 minus the 10 chances out of 100 here. Okay, which I suppose that gives us 40 chances out of 100. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's do some more probability calculations here, okay, from our contingency table. Okay, so let's do, that was an application of, I suppose what we have done up to this stage is we've done both addition rules, we've done all of our marginal probabilities. Okay, we've done the two variants of the addition rule. This is where they're mutually exclusive, and this variant here was where they were not mutually exclusive, which required us to use the joint event, okay, to do the joint event. So now let us have a look at something else. Back to the contingency table. It's becoming very overcrowded here, this table is, okay. So let's have a look at another thing. Let's say, okay, let's do, well, what's the chances, let's say, what's the chances that if we, let me think here, say if we select two people, okay, from this, yeah, say if we select two people, okay, so Okay, actually, you know something? I'm nearly up to around 20 minutes here. So what I might do here is I might actually just end this video, yeah, okay, because this video actually dealt with a fair bit, yeah, okay. It dealt with the addition rule, okay, when it came to the contingency table. And what I'll do is I'll do another video that continues on with this contingency table and does some other calculations, okay. Maybe it does the maybe we can actually have a look at the multiplication rule in a little bit more detail, where we select two things from the table. Okay, guys, once again, this was Jonathan Lambert with the Mathematics Development and Support Service at the National College of Ireland. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye bye.